Welcome to Swifty Travels as we finish up our tour of Hawaii from our trip to Oahu. In my previous episodes, we've covered the town of Honolulu where we had our home base, as well as hiking Diamond Head and covering the Paradise Cove luau. And now I'm going to take you along with us as we visit some of our favorite places in Oahu. I saved the best for last. If you make it to Oahu, I highly recommend you make it to the east side of the island. The cliffs are absolutely stunning, and we are driving near Kualoa Ranch. I'm really not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but we're stopping at the Kualoa Regional Park, which is across the street, and you can see the beautiful beach access here. It's a little breezy, so I don't know if the wind noise is bad. You can see like this little rock figure here is super cool, and there's a nice park, beach access, and then behind me, I'll have to turn around and show you, but I've got some big trees in the way. But there are just stunning cliffs on this side of Oahu, and if you drive the coastline all the way up to the north shore, it is absolutely breathtaking. And I've been doing most of the driving, so I haven't been able to stop and show you the cliffs, but you will not be disappointed. Breathtaking. Here is the coastline down the eastern edge of Oahu down to the southern tip. Very mountainous. We're stopping at Kualoa Ranch to do the gift shop, restrooms. We're going to ask if they have any open tours, but they are booked the rest of the week. Now, I almost booked an adventure here, and I ended up opting for a luau instead. The tours run from, the cheapest is about $50 a person to about $150 a person. They have ATV rides, they have Jeep rides, they have horseback riding. And this is where they filmed, hold on, loud bus. This is where they filmed Jurassic Park. A lot of the tropical mountainous scenes are here at this property. So we're gonna see what we can see, but based on the budget that we had this week, we made a choice not to book an adventure here, but the scenery is incredible. If you have the budget, I highly recommend you come here. Now, we drove by here in the evening. In the evening, they have tons of horses in this fenced area along the road that is quite pretty to see. During the day, they're all on horseback tours with the visitors, so they're not as many horses out right now. Our next stop is the Byodo-In Temple. I may not be pronouncing that right, but this is a Buddhist temple here in the mountains off the east coast of Oahu, not too far from Kualoa Ranch. It's you pull into a cemetery, and it goes up the hill in a cemetery, and then there is a temple tucked away. It looks really beautiful. Well, as you can see, there's mobs of people. We're here on a Monday. So this temple here is a replica of the original temple that was built in Japan about 950 years ago, and it was built here to commemorate the first Japanese immigrants to Hawaii. You can ring the prayer bell, and there's a little meditation temple as well. I'm ready for my first trip to Japan. The wind is crazy, but we're just driving around the perimeter of the island, and we stopped at Waimanalo Beach Park, and the color of the water is incredible. It's very windy, but it looks so beautiful. Wow. The hillside actually looks incredibly dry. And you know, the grass, you can see the grass isn't very green. I think this area has been really dry. But that water, my God, it's gorgeous. The wind is crazy, but there's so many amazing lookouts along this drive around the southern end of Oahu. And from November to April, they have a lot of whale watching. And this particular lookout, Makapu'u Lookout, is a big spot for whale watching. A bit crazy, but we're at the Blowhole stop. The wind is so strong, and I don't know if the surf is tall enough to shoot through the blowhole right now. I'm not even really sure where it is. I don't think the tide was high enough for the actual blowhole to shoot up water, but it is so incredibly windy. Now to the side, there's a famous beach, a beautiful little cove. On our last day, I really wanted to explore along Highway H3 and cut across the island of Oahu through the mountains. So I was super curious about driving on H3 to the east side of the island, which we did, and it was incredibly beautiful. One of the lanes was under construction, which would explain why the GPS never took us down that highway. But I just kind of picked a random place over here on the east side by the water, and I found Kalama Beach Park. And so we're just going to take a quick look before we head back. Just one last day of exploring some new places. It's very, very pretty here. Beautiful public beach. And I believe the Marine Corps base is over here on this land over there. What a beautiful park.